Hey guys, it's me, TheAwesome. I'm here in time for that. I literally just woke up. I woke up at like 9:10. I checked my phone. I realized it was 9:10. And then I remembered there was a leak that said that the trailer was going to come out at 9 in the morning. So I immediately jumped out of bed. I checked YouTube and there it was 10 minutes ago, the Sonic trailer. It's been a couple minutes since then because I had to turn on my computer, had to set up all my recording because I'm going to watch this right now. This is the most energetic I've ever woken up. But here we go. After so long of absolutely zero marketing whatsoever, we finally get to watch this trailer. My goodness gracious. Let's go.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Family? Did somebody say family?
I know it hasn't always been easy. But you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
In my lungs. Okay. Oh, it looks like the raft.
Security breach.
Oh, a shadow. Ooh.
We need Sonic's immediate
Ooh. Yeah, of course.
is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Oh, look at him.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic.
Maria.
Found family and friends. Shadow found only pain and
Yeah.
loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Huh.
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with the
So,
giant.
is he working with Gun? Oh. Oh, that looks good. I thought it would.
Much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no.
Oh. 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 Whoa. Wow, he moves like Shadow. He definitely moves like Shadow. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you.
No.
It's a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped?
They gotta work with Eggman? He's fat.
This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
He's fat.
One condition.
He's fat. Let's go.
Let's do this!
Rule the world! I might as well save it!
Oh my gosh.
I need room.
But, sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
He's got fatter. Let's go. La, da, da. I hear live and learn.
What did you do?
What I had to.
Oh, da, da, da. Oh my gosh.
Oh, my boy.
Gerald?
Is it? It couldn't be. Couldn't it? Are you? In the saggy flesh.
No way, it's also Jim Carrey. They're pulling the series of unfortunate events. Oh my gosh. Shadow definitely looks like Shadow. There's definitely some crazy stuff that's going to be going on with the, like, what did you do? What I had to. Keanu Reeves is Shadow. We didn't get, like, to hear too much of him, but we got to hear enough. And man, I wasn't expecting them to show so much in this trailer. We got, like, Fat Eggman. We got Gerald Robotnik. I mean, I don't know too much about the Shadow story. I know, like, the basics of it because I've never played Sonic Adventure 2 or watch like Sonic X or whatever. I know about Maria, of course. Everybody's looking forward to that. I'm gonna watch this again. But man, the CGI just, it keeps looking better and better with each movie. I think it just keeps getting like more and more high quality. And I like that Shadow doesn't just look like a copy of Sonic's model, which he kind of was at the end of Sonic 2. But yeah, it seems like Gunn is actually working with Sonic, but maybe they're gonna betray him, or I don't know. I'm so excited for what they're gonna do with Shadow, and he already looks so good with the way that they're fighting each other. Oh man, Shadow's gonna be crazy. Sonic didn't even get his chance to be like, my turn. You know, he doesn't even get his moment. Oh, look at him. It looks so good. It looks so good. So Sonic is gonna work together. I was wondering what Eggman was gonna do in this movie. So, I mean, they kind of just spoil in the trailer right away that Eggman is fine, but everybody knew that. And that he was gonna be fat. To be honest, they maybe kind of gave a little bit too much away in the trailer. I don't know. Jim Carrey kind of looks the same, but he, of course, is a little bit more chubbier, so I'm okay with that. The motorcycle. The fight scene. Like, look at them super high up in the sky. That shot looks so good. But them being super high up in the sky like this, I feel like definitely at some point in the movie, they're gonna do the thing from Sonic Adventure 2 with Shadow and Sonic crossing like over the moon. They have to do that pose. They have to do it. I'm surprised they didn't pull it, like they didn't show it off in the trailer. I do kind of wish that the Eggman working with Sonic, I kind of wish they didn't give that away in the trailer. I kind of wish you went into the movie not knowing what Eggman was going to do. But man, Shadow looks so crazy. He looks so good. I'd almost say that Shadow's model looks like more high quality than Sonic's model. At least in these scenes where that has, like, it's because these scenes have like such crazy lighting. It really makes the model just look absolutely like super good. We all knew when she was announced in the casting, we're like, oh yeah, that's Maria. I'm super excited to see how that plays out. And I feel like the cinematography, like everything, the movie just seems like bigger. It seems more cinematic. When the first two felt like more family movies, especially the first one. But the first one was Jeff Fowler's like first movie. He played it very safe. It was just like a kind of a road trip movie, you know. You got Tom and Sonic traveling in a car, even though Sonic can run super fast. The second one took everything that people really liked about the first one and just added, you know, I mean, it kept the family film, but it added more Sonic. We got more like Sonic lore and Sonic-ness to the story and the plot and everything that went on in the movie. And it seems like this one, the third one, is just boom. Like, first movie, family film, 100%. Second movie, family film, 50%. This family film, 25%. Just for the vibes I'm getting from the trailer, just seems like it's a lot more serious. There's a lot of plot to cover as well, because Shadow's gonna, I mean, I assume they're gonna show Sonic and his family at the beginning of the movie, but then it's gonna quickly, at the beginning of the movie, the plot is gonna just, as soon as Shadow escapes and starts wreaking havoc, the plot is just gonna have to get started. So from then on, the movie is gonna be crazy. They can't have any side plot, you know, the wedding scene from Sonic 2, the infamous wedding scene that people really didn't like. I didn't mind it, but people didn't like it, and I understand why. But the reason I bring that up is because I don't feel like they're gonna get the time to do something like that, or I don't feel like it'll make sense for them to have a scene, like an infamous scene like that in this movie, because there's so much going on. The movie's gonna begin immediately. Shadow, it's a big thing. Shadow's way too strong. There's no time, you know. Last movie it was Eggman and Knuckles, which Eggman is like silly. He poses a threat, of course, and Knuckles poses a threat, of course, but they're not like big. Shadow's like a big like worldwide. Shadow's like an Avengers level threat, you know? I mean, you see in this trailer just how much Knuckles doesn't even compare to Shadow. And I wonder if Knuckles is gonna use his like flames or whatever. But you see Knuckles, like Knuckles doesn't even compare. He doesn't even begin to compare to Shadow. I'm interested to see how Sonic is gonna beat Shadow. And Shadow beating like a bunch of gun members. Oh man. He's just all hyped up on that. He's been doing that since the first movie. He's just all hyped up on the electricity. Maybe that's why he went crazy. It's an addiction to the electricity. And I love the little Eggman logo. How's this here? Okay, so he has the same jacket. He's a little chubbier. I like that. He's not like big old round Eggman, but it's gotten started. The movies have been a slow transformation. The first movie is mainly normal guy, but kind of crazy, evil, mad scientist. At the end of the first movie, he gets trapped, bald, transition to Eggman. The second movie, way more insane, way more crazy. This one, now he's starting to get a bit of a gun. It's just been a slow transformation into the Eggman that we know. And all I need now is just kind of give him the Eggman outfit. But if they do give him that in the movie, I'm glad they didn't show it in the trailer, but I don't need it. It's not something I need for them to do. The main focus is Shadow and everything. I wonder where they're going off there. Kind of like purple lightning.
There won't be anything left.
And Keanu Reeves does such a good job. Whoa, man, he uses chaos control on the motorcycle. Has he been able to do that in the games? Because that's awesome. Why is he using a motorcycle anyways? I mean, it's cool. It's really cool. I can't complain about it. But if he's fast, assumedly as fast as Sonic, why is he using, you know? I don't care though, because it looks awesome. The whole movie seems to take place just in the city, or at least a lot of the battles seems to take place just in the city. Even they're here, I don't know what this is about. These rockets look like Eggman tech, so I don't know if it's possible Eggman is gonna betray Sonic and the team. That would be very Eggman. Look at this, like switching between, this is why I said Shadow's model even looks like it might be more high quality than Sonic's, because look at this scene and then look at this. You can see like, oh my god. Well, I mean, it helps with the rain and everything, and the wetness makes it immediately look 10 times more realistic or high definition. Man, it looks so good. I remember people were freaking out over like the toys and stuff that were, for some reason, they've been releasing toys and sending them to stores, even though we've had no trailer for the movie or no marketing whatsoever. And people were like, oh my gosh, first look at Shadow, whoa. And then there's some people not liking the design and some people that liked it. I'm like, he looks like Shadow. You take Shadow from the games, just kind of do a little and then turn on 4K ray tracing HD textures. I love that they're sticking with live and learn being kind of the main theme of the trailers. Dun, dun, dun. And just the Sonic Adventure 2. This is funny. I don't know. I can't entirely take this serious, but it makes sense because in like, I don't know, I've seen screenshots from Sonic X or whatever, and Gerald just kind of looks like Robotnik, but with gray. So the fact that he's just Jim Carrey with prosthetics, that's gonna be very funny. I assume it's Gerald Robotnik. I don't know what's going on. Is he supposed to still be alive, or I don't know. I don't know the story. I'm interested to see how, like, what people think of this. I also like how, like, being egg-shaped seems to be in the family gene. It's just kind of taken Mr. Ivo Robotnik a little while to kind of get into that shape his destiny needs him to be. I also feel like, you know, with this suit from the second movie is super tattered up, you know. I don't know. I get the feeling they might give him the more Eggman design, especially if he turns on them and becomes more villainy. I don't know. He's gonna do something. I love this. Jim Carrey's gonna do a good job. Everything. I'm super excited. We're in for such a good movie. I know a lot of people wanted Hayden Christensen, but Keanu sounds really good as Shadow for me, at least for a movie Shadow. I'm so excited.
You did what I had to.
What did you do? I don't. Question is all of the cast gonna make it through this movie? I remember thinking that a while ago. Like, what if Tom gets killed off in this movie? I wouldn't say Shadow would do it because that kind of would ruin any chance of Shadow's having a redemption. But I don't know. I'd imagine, like, what if Eggman or Gunn or whatever? I'd say probably Eggman. What if he turns on Sonic? What if Tom ends up getting killed and then Tom is Sonic's equivalent to Shadow's Maria? So it'll be like yin and yang, you know? Like literally the yin and the yang right here. That would be interesting. That would make for a really sad, dark story. I'm not sure. Is this gonna be PG or PG-13? Who knows? I'm kind of hoping for a PG-13 just so that it can kind of get away with being a little darker, a little more mature than the first two movies. Be less of like a family fun film. It can't really be a family fun film like the first two movies. Just, you know? I mean, I'm sure they're gonna make it so that you can, if you want to, go watch this movie with your little kids, but it's gonna have to not be that much of a family fun film with what they're gonna be doing with Shadow and everything, and Shadow being a lot more dark, everything a lot more serious. And while we have already seen Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails work together at the end of the second movie to defeat Eggman, it wasn't very serious. Eggman was like being very wacky. I think after he loses the Master Emerald, he loses that cockiness because he's not like super overpowered on Master Emeraldness, and then he kind of locks in, he gets serious, and then it's more scary. But whenever Eggman has the Master Emerald, he's just kind of playing around and being wacky, so it doesn't really give them menacing vibes. I don't know. This movie from the trailer just really seems more serious. It really seems like they're gonna really focus on the plot and the story and be more serious and be very action-packed, and I'm very excited. It looks very good. I cannot wait. We still don't know if Amy's gonna show up. I'm kind of glad if she does show up, which I kind of doubt it because there seems to be a lot more stuff going on in the movie. I don't know if they'd have time in the movie to introduce Amy. Here I got Gerald and Gunn and, you know, the Eggman being on Sonic's side this time and all that. I don't know if they can pull off a Rouge and Amy. Maybe. if they're really good with the pacing, they can figure it out, but I don't know, maybe end credit scene, I don't know. But I like that I'm wondering, because if there is a chance that they're in this movie, at least Amy, I like that they didn't show it. I realized something. What I've always imagined could happen in this movie is, you know, the exact scene from Sonic Adventure 2 with, "I found you, faker." It wouldn't really make sense in the context because he's already been told about Shadow. I don't know. "Faker, you're the only fake hedgehog around here." And then Knuckles.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
You know, and then that's why Knuckles says hedgehog there, because they say the hedgehog. That's Knuckles like butting into their, I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. Oh man. And I wonder if they're going to talk about his inhibitor rings at all, his, you know, power inhibitors. But man, it looks so good. Also, are they ever going to acknowledge why they all have gloves? I mean, they don't acknowledge that in the games. There's no lore reason why they all have gloves. It's just kind of their design. But if it's funny in like a live action movie, it's just like, yeah, they just all have gloves. I kind of like that they don't feel the need to explain it, but it would be funny. Okay, I'm looking forward to this movie. I've been around about it a bunch. I've been recording for 33 minutes for a 3-minute trailer. So yeah, I apparently had a lot to say, and it's funny because I'm not even like a Sonic fan. I just grew up around Sonic fans, so I'm just very excited. The only Sonic game I've ever like fully played or beaten is Sonic Frontiers. That's the only Sonic game I've played to the end. I grew up playing a bit of Sonic 2 on my Sega Genesis, but you know, I did not get far. Played a little bit of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Again, only just like a couple levels. I'm just very excited. I mean, I'm so very excited for this movie. It just looks like it's gonna be so much fun. Cannot wait. And if you guys are just like me and you cannot wait for this movie, just like you're super excited for this movie just like I am, you're gonna watch it day 1, December 20th or December 19th, depending on your theater, if they release it a day early. Then of course remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you know I'm gonna upload a new video. Links for everything else will be in the description below, and I will see you later, Awesomeites. Goodbye.